What's up, beautiful dancers? Welcome back, and if you're new, welcome to my channel, Black to Ballroom. I'm your girl, Crystal, here to give you the inside scoop on everything you need to know in order to make your ballroom journey successful. And today, we're gonna talk about how to get rid of that RBF, confused, nervous face that sometimes comes across when you're on that dance floor, okay? Because you want to be able to connect with the audience, and there is no better way to do that than to fix your face or to express yourself. Sorry for that, but seriously though, like we got to figure out how to get that super like intense look on our face or like excited face that matches it in order to sell whatever you're performing to the audience and the judges, right? So we want to be able to do that. And how do we do that? Because I've gotten that question so many times. I'm a pretty expressive person. Like sometimes I think I could be a bit too expressive in some of my photos or still shots that you see. But you want them to connect and you want them to enjoy it, okay? Because if you feel uncomfortable, they feel uncomfortable, and the whole thing is just a big uncomfortable thing, right? So follow these 5 easy steps in order to boost your performance and be able to connect with the audience and just make that extra, put the little cherry on top to make it phenomenal, okay? So first things first, figure out what type of dance you're doing and what the intention of that dance was, okay? So like for example, rumba, the dance of love, right? You don't want to sit there with some angry, mean mugging face looking like you are just irritated with the world on the dance floor. You want to give an impression that, you know, this is a love dance, that you're flirting, that you're feeling it, you're sassy, you're sexy, you're confident. So try to practice those faces or those thoughts that kind of connect with those feelings or emotions. Another dance that's not like Latin or rhythm, like waltz, then it's that like that fairy tale of love and beauty and happily ever afters and fairy tales and all that jazz, right? So you want to have that, oh my gosh, face. You got to figure out what that message was what the message or the intent of that dance was for. That might help you put the correct facial expression and emotion with that. Number 2, try to connect with the music. I know that on that dance floor, when you're competing, you have no control of what's going to be played. So you're like, why would I practice to a song that I don't even know what's going to be played? It doesn't matter. It's that style of music. So create a playlist. What I like to do is I create a playlist on YouTube, Spotify, whatever. Okay, create your playlist of all cha-cha, all rumba, all waltz, all tango, right? And then when you're getting ready, when you're in the car, when you're cooking, when you're, washing clothes, whatever, play those songs in your head and try to connect with it and see how that music makes you feel, right? You gotta be able to like just really take it in, and if it makes you happy, like try to dance it out. I'm always dancing around the house, cleaning, doing anything like that, but try to connect with it on that level and see if that helps too. Number 3, if that music thing is not really working for you, because I'm not saying that everybody's able to do that, but number 3, if you still want some more like help because the music, you figured out your dance, you figured out some songs, and you're like, man, I still am having trouble getting these facial expressions right, choreograph them. And I say this I say tread lightly with this one, okay? Because you don't want every single facial expression to be choreographed. Like you don't want to sit here and every time you extend an arm, you have a cheesy grin on your face. So I'm just saying, so like tread lightly with that. You can visit this and to help you just kind of like get in the mood of not having RBF or not having such a concentrated look on your face, like I'm counting or I'm thinking about the steps or anything like that. But just practice those in the mirror, practice when you're in rehearsal, practice when you're driving, and then record yourself. See if those facial expressions work. If they work for you, then keep them. If they don't, then try to change them up to something that makes you feel more comfortable with yourself on the dance floor. Number 4, know your routines. Okay, there's nothing better than the feeling of going out on the dance floor and knowing what you're about to do, because there are some times you're like, oh my gosh, I know we changed this up. please don't mess up. And now you're just sitting there focused and you're concentrating. And when you mess up, you look nervous and it just kind of like snowballs. And then it makes everybody else feel a little uncomfortable for you, because we all want you to do well on that dance floor. Okay. We want you to feel comfortable. So by doing that, simply will help clear that up. Now, say, stuff happens, right? We all black out for a little moment, or we all mess up a step. I might go right instead of left or something like that. So my last and fifth final tip is to fake it till you make it, okay? Because if you mess up, nobody knows except for you. Nobody knows your choreography. Nobody's going to sit there and be like, oh, she was definitely supposed to do a spiral turn and she did this. Nobody's going to know. So try not to get stuck in that moment, and try to just like, if you know how to improv, or you and your partner or your instructor have worked very hard on just like, if you know how to lead and follow. Sometimes you mess up so bad where you're unable to get back into it. Be able to lead and follow, because that's what he's there for, or that's what your partner is there for, in order to help get you back on track. You guys are a team. Remember that. He ain't gonna let you down. They're not gonna let you down. So another thing too, like with that, like I had a bad habit of showing facial expressions when I mess up. Okay. And they weren't necessarily good ones, right? It'll be like, you don't want that face, because now it takes the judge's attention from your face and like your upper body to whatever else that you probably messed up. Okay. More than likely, it was probably like, oh, I slipped or something like that. And you don't want to draw that attention to there. So if this is confident and believable, they might not look down there to see what caused that little stumble. Okay. So just try to remember that. And, I've had to practice that a lot. And don't get me wrong, since I'm overly expressive, there are times where I'm like, I look at these still shots and I'm like, whoa, Crystal, I don't know what that face is, but we're going to have to try to tone that down just a smidge. But again, don't be afraid to express yourself, okay? Because nobody's judging you. If anything, be expressive, show your true self and your personality on that floor, because that's what we are looking for. That's what the judges are looking for. And that allows you to have so much more fun and be so much more relaxed. So if you like what I had to say today, please like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what you think. Okay. If you have any other ideas or tips that you guys have used that have been working for you and successful for you, let us know. Shoot them down there, because I'm sure that somebody else who is watching this video can also take that and try to learn from that as well. But until next time, guys, I will see you guys same time, same channel. Bye.